What do you do, vinyl community? Welcome to the Fluffy Records YouTube channel. My name is Brian, that's Brian, and today I'm shooting a mail time video. So this is mail time number 14. Mail time number 14, folks. Last time I did a mail time video was about a month ago. Haven't really had the chance to spin much of my records as of lately, but that is sort of no more because I finally done with my semester for the most part. Um, and yeah, I've just been busy with school and other stuff. But records are always in my head and so forth. But before I begin, um, as always, please like, subscribe. I'm gonna leave my Instagram uh, in the link in the description below. Go follow me there. Even though I haven't really been posting much, haven't been as active as I've been wanting to lately, but I'm hoping to finally put more content out. We're already in the middle of May, but without further ado, let's get right into mail time number 14. The records that I'm showing you today has been a month in progress. Many of these I've already purchased since what are we, April, maybe some even March, but mostly April, May purchases. But this is the first one on Argo. This is Al Grey, Snap Your Fingers, featuring Billy Mitchell. This is not an expensive one, but it is a somewhat hard to come by because there aren't many of these listed on Discogs, eBay, etc. But I had seen this on Discogs sometime in April, and I've been wanting more Argo and stuff from Billy Mitchell, especially because I've been wanting more Billy Mitchell in my collection. And Billy Mitchell and Al Grey were sort of like a duo for some time, and they've put out some records with each other, but this is 1962. Stellar lineup here. We have Al Grey on trombone, Billy Mitchell on tenor sax, David Burns and Donald Byrd on trumpets, Bobby Hutcherson on vibes, Floyd Moores and Herbie Hancock on piano, Eddie Williams on drums, and Herman Wright on bass. Let me tell you, side 2 on here, spectacular. That is the highlight of this album, side 2. Side 1 is alright, but I enjoy side 2 more because that's where you hear Herbie Hancock, Bobby Hutcherson, I think even Donald Byrd. You hear the well-known cats on here. And interesting, Sid McCoy did the liner notes, who I believe was a producer, or was like the producer of VJ at the time. But it was an interesting read, is what I'm trying to say. And my copy here is a... let me actually put this down here. My copy is a... audition copy, or whatever you want to call it, DJ. I'm happy with any, whether it's a standard gray or a black label color copy, but very happy with this, and it was cheap. So I'm not sure if certain folks are only out there for the Amal Jamal on Argo, but don't sleep on these other titles. Fact, this next one, I've been wanting for some time now, because I've been going back to this musician or singer, and I've always wanted to hear how crappy this particular pressing sounds. What I'm trying to say is, if you are a huge fan, there are Beatle fans and all these rock fans, but there's certain fans of vocalists, whether it's Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, or female vocalist Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, etc. I'm a huge fan of Frank Sinatra, and I wanted to hear how bad this record sounds. And I cannot agree with the folks who have mentioned how awful this record sounds. This is Sinatra at the Sands um, with Count Basie, and 1966. Doctor, what is it? Doctor of Jazz. Shout outs to Doctor of Jazz for listing a promo copy. Picked it up for I think $30, and really really clean. Musically, just an iconic one. If you've never heard this, this is one to hear. 1966. This album has a place in my heart, and luckily I have a 2016 reissue, which I'm pretty sure sounds better than this. But yeah, I already knew right away that this wasn't gonna sound good, but I wanted to really know how bad it was. That being said, I'm not sure how a stereo copy of this would sound. You know, an early stereo on reprise, but yeah, mono. I know it's not the way to go for this one, but it is what it is, and I'm happy to have it, even though it's something. It's more of a collectible thing for me, and of that for that album. I mean, I enjoy it. It's one of the ones that I listen to a lot. But moving forward, another album, 1966, on Prestige. I can't believe I have this in my hands. This is Freddie McCoy, Spider-Man, Prestige stereo pressing, 1966 on that blue Trident. This is a quartet. So we have Freddie McCoy on vibes, Charlie Wilson on piano, Steve Davis on bass, and Rudy Lawless on drums. This is got this one for relatively cheap price, I would say. I mean, I look back now, like a day ago, how much this was going for, and at least on the secondary market, you know, I am just surprised how much this record has gone up in price. Could it be because of the cover? Could it be because of the music? I enjoy both. The music here is killer. Freddie McCoy on vibes. I really feel like this is a post bop, but there's some soul in here. It's really good. And I mean, not the cleanest copy that I've received, but it doesn't take away from the music. The music sounds incredible. And of course, Van Gelder on the stamp. Let me show you guys right there. Van Gelder. Really, really good. I now have the two Prestige records with the superheroes on the cover. Really great. So, next one. Going back to 1960, I don't know, 62 probably. Another one on Prestige. This is a somewhat interesting one, because this one got a total, like, not rebrand, but like a makeover in terms of the album. So here I have Frank West Steeman with Kenny Burrell. This originally came out in 56, 57, called, shoot, I forgot what the album is called, but I'll leave it here. But pretty much, this is the Prestige All-Star Band. I think the original one was what had Thad Jones as the session leader, or at least his name on the album first, but different cover, different name, and of course now we have different musicians from the same session, essentially. But this is Frank West Seaman. I got this one for a good price on eBay. I think I only paid like $20 for this mono copy. And recently, Jazzbum's Mike from the Jazzbums YouTube channel made a video about recycled vinyl on Prestige and the subsidiary labels New Jazz and Status, etc. That was a really interesting and a great video, and I have been wanting to see which copies that I have in my collection are recycled vinyl. And while I was spinning this one, I was checking to see if this is one of them. I'm not sure if it is. It sounds incredible. This is a little scratched, but it has RVG on the dead wax. And a few people on Discogs have commented about this specific album, pressing rather, to see if this was pressed on recycled vinyl. I don't think it is. I could be wrong. I'm still trying to determine how certain albums were pressed, and it's really hard to tell for this one because some parts you do hear hissing, but I'm pretty sure it's only the quiet parts. But this album sounds incredible. And here's the lineup. I'm just pause the video and yeah, incredible lineup. You just have, again, this is Prestige All Stars, so of course you're gonna have the best of the best playing and wonderful music. But let me know down in the comments if you guys think that these because of course there were plenty of Prestige albums that had this like makeover. I'm still not sure how to call that, but this is one of them, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, really interesting video. I'm gonna leave that video that Jazzbum's Mike made in the description below. Go check it out if you haven't already. Next one, in my, not previous, but I think maybe 2 videos ago, or maybe 3 now, I showed, I'm going to keep bringing this up, my Record Store Day pickup, Record Store Day title pickup, which was the Sonny Rollins Freedom Weaver 1959 European recordings. Was it 3 or 4 LPs? And in that video I was showing a ton of records that I have of Sonny Rollins because I appreciate Sonny Rollins and his work. One of those records was this one, Blue Note Volume 2, Blue Note 1558 Volume 2, Sonny Rollins Volume 2. This is a Classic Records pressing that I've had for some time now. Now, while I made that video, I had shown this, right? But I've been keeping this particular copy for some time now, since that recording. It hasn't been that long, but it's been some time now. I think maybe a month. Someone had listed an auction on eBay of this album, and I think the starting price was $75. No one placed a bid, and so I decided to place a bid, and I won. And that is, of course, Sonny Rollins Volume 2, Blue Note 1558. And let me take it out. So this is Sonny Rollins Volume 2, right? And now you might be wondering, why do I have it upside down? Well, when I turn this over, yeah, as you can see, the thing was pasted upside down. And the seller didn't mention this in the listing, and I was really surprised because I have never seen this for a Blue Note title. I know there's always mispressings and stuff for records and jazz records especially, but this took me by surprise, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is because look, I mean, this is something that I've tried looking on Discogs and could not find. Haven't done more research, but this is I believe the second pressing, because originally I think came out as with the additional New York 23 address, but this is the 47 West 63rd address, and yeah, it's in beautiful shape, absolutely stunning condition, both wax and cover. So I was happy about that. I mean, let me know down in the comments if you guys have a Blue Note with some sort of like pasting or cover art that's upside down or whatever. But yeah, this is I would say this cover is VG plus, no doubt. But yeah, again, Sonny Rollins Volume 2, and the lineup here: J.J. Johnson on trombone, Sonny Rollins on tenor sax, Horace Silver and Thelonious Monk on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Art Blakey on drums. Blue Note Records, no ink. So yeah, very very cool. And this thing still trips me out because I don't know if I want to have it like the way it's supposed to be or upside down. And in terms of the sound, I still need to like keep spinning this one because I want to do a comparison between this and the classic records, and already I know that the classic records has some sort of distortion that I've listened from what I've listened previously, but this is going to be interesting. My first impressions were that the recording was sort of meh, but I really enjoyed the music here. But yeah, here's another Blue Note record purchase that I made, but nothing. Well, I don't want to say nothing too special because this record is special, I think. This is BST, Blue Note Stereo 84219. Wayne Shorter, The All-Seeing Eye. I think this is 1966 as well. You know, Wayne Shorter had already put out the All-Seeing Eye. I think he had already put out Juju. Yeah, Juju and Speak No Evil. But yeah, when I had seen, actually I can't remember if I had seen this first on the Jazz Bum's Discord or if I had already seen this on eBay, and I think maybe Jazz Bum's Mike might have posted this on the eBay Discord or the Jazz Bum's server, but there's a eBay channel on there. But yeah, this is a promo copy or promo stamped, but you know, for this I got this for a good price, and this is a really really good one. And of course, Blue Note has already put out the Tone Poet of this, so, and a stereo pressing of that too. So but the lineup here: Freddie Hubbard on trumpet and flugelhorn, Alan Shorter on flugelhorn, Rachon McCord III on trombone, James Spaulding on alto sax, Wayne Shorter on tenor sax, Herbie Hancock on piano, Ron Carter on bass, and Joe Chambers on drums. Most of these tunes were written by Wayne Shorter. The last tune on here, what is that? No, Memphis. I don't know how to pronounce that. His brother Alan Shorter wrote. Let me know in the comments if you guys have the tone poet of this, and if you do, let me know if you guys spin it as often as the other tone poets that you have in your collection. Another one that I would like to do a shootout of, but there are plenty of records that I want to show, but or do comparison. And yeah, this is on the label New York. Look at the sleeve. This is Mobile Fidelity's MoFi sleeves. Are these new or are these old? Because I have never seen this kind of these like style of sleeves. Anyway, this is the record. Van Gelder stamped, of course, and beautiful music. Great musicians on here. Can't say can't say much more but to just listen to this. Fantastic. These next two, I've been on a kick, on a vocalist kick lately. As you can see that I've shown the Sinatra, but I've also been on a female vocal kick, and last month I had the opportunity to pick these two up both on eBay. Let me show you guys this one first. I got this one for a pretty good price. That being said, it's a this is a UK pressing of a record that originally came out in the US, but this is Beverly Kenney. What is this? With Jimmy Jones and the Bassyites, I think. But this is a great vocal album. Anything Beverly Kenney is fantastic. Beautiful, stunning, all the good stuff. And of course, as you can see, it's on Vogue, which is the I don't know if it's strictly only UK. It could also be from maybe just European based, but look at how beautiful this record looks. I mean, this is so wonderful. I got this one for a good price. I made an offer and the seller accepted the offer, and to me this record sounds beautiful. This sounds really good. I don't know how it compares to an original Royal Roost. This one came out maybe 3 years after its original release, but sounds great. And of course, who doesn't love these type of covers that I guess the Europeans in general do, with the flip back. So cool. I really dig this. And yeah, it's sad that Beverly Kenney, passed really young, but she did leave a good amount of recordings. So the musicians actually don't know who's on here, the full lineup at least, but yeah, it came with the, I want to say it's original inner sleeve. Could be wrong, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Made in Great Britain. And you guys might have seen in a post that I made, story rather, on Instagram maybe a month ago. the time of this recording a month ago, I showed my next record, how it was being shipped, or how it was shipped. But before I get to that, don't sleep on this. Let me know if you guys have this. But if not, let me know about what you guys think about Beverly Kenney. This next one is interesting because, well, let me start off by saying, shout outs again to Jasmine's Mike, because he was the one who shared this in the server, specifically in the eBay Discogs channel. But yeah, you guys might know now what I'm gonna show, especially if you guys saw my Instagram story about a month ago, where I showed this record, Beverly Kenney sings for Johnny Smith. This is a spectacular album on Royal Roost, and this record arrived in a pizza box. If you guys saw on my Instagram story about a month ago, which everyone might have forgotten already, which is okay, I showed sort of a live reaction of how I opened this record up, and I was just surprised because when I opened it, it was wrapped, of course, and then when I took off the wrap, it had it was in a pizza box, and I'm probably gonna show a video of it here somewhere. If not, then I apologize. But yeah, I was finally, part of the pizza box group or whatever. But it arrived safe. Not really damaged. I mean, aside from this split, which I think it already had. This is can't remember when this one was put out. Like, if we're about speaking specifically, I know it was in the 50s, later 50s, but this is a really, really good one. I'm pretty sure a lot of people look for this one. And yeah, it's a hard one to come by, but I decided to pull the trigger, and I'm happy with this one, truly, because it is stunning. This record is absolutely gorgeous, and it's on Royal Roost with the deep groove. And yeah, I just love Beverly Kenney. Her voice was so beautiful, magnificent, and I love this because I am a really huge fan of Royal Roost, and when I think of Royal Roost, I always think of the one, the only Johnny Smith, who was an incredible guitar player. I have a few. Well, actually, I think I only have one Royal Roost album, and it's it's a Johnny Smith title. Well, it's a Johnny Smith compilation. But that consists of two 10-inch records. But it's a great one. Johnny Smith is one of my favorite jazz guitar players, and yeah, I mean, being paired up with Beverly Kenney is like being on cloud nine when you listen to these two musicians. And it's not just these two cats on this album. There are other people here too, I believe, but yeah, don't sleep on this. This is a good one, and of course, stream it, because it's hard to come by original copies of Beverly Kenney stuff in general. Okay, these last two, I am rambling on now, are two Blue Notes. This one is an upgrade for me. Recently sold this album, I've been sort of selling my records, some records, and this one got an upgrade. Grant Green, solid. I haven't opened it, is what I'm trying to say. So let's do that right now. Opening it live. This is numbered 26 for the first time. Even though I've already shown this album a couple times now, but it's on that review copy, whatever. Reason why I got it was, one, I was trying to upgrade it because my old copy had a scene split, but two, most of my Blue Notes, if not all of my Music Matter Jazz 45s, are on this label variant. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sell my other one and just try to get these, even though they can be a little bit pricier. It makes no difference, I know that, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sell my other one and use the funds for that to buy this one. And of course it's double disc. Lineup is right here. Grant Green, Joe Henderson, James Spalding, McCoy Tyner, Bob Cranshaw, Elvin Jones. Stellar lineup. So yeah, that is not my last record, but the next one is another Music Matters Jazz that I did have to pay up a little bit, but I am happy to say that it arrived safe, and it's another one of these. You'll see. You might tell me, Brian, why didn't you just get the freaking Blue Note Classic series for this next one? Well, I probably am, just to compare. Again, I have so many ideas that I want to do, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it all out. But I'm trying to do them before it's too late, you know. This next one, Blue Note Stereo 84231. Bobby Hutcherson Happenings. This is the Music Matters Jazz. And yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful title, of course. Number 26. I want to know where to get these sleeves, because the seller, this is how the seller shipped it to me with this sleeve. I feel like Michael 45, I think he has these kinds of sleeves, but it's really, really nice. And I have the what's it called, the disc in here. Again, nothing special, but it was actually a bit cheaper than the ones that are priced on Discogs. So yeah, I did pay up a little bit, but not as much as I would have expected. But the lineup here: Bobby Hutcherson on vibes, and marimba, Herbie Hancock on piano, Bob Cranshaw on bass, Joe Chambers on drums. Mostly all Bobby Hutcherson tunes, except for Maiden Voyage, of course, done by Herbie Hancock, who is, I think, pictured here. Yep, right there. But yeah. Okay, so last one. And I have, this is one that's not jazz related, but this is a local artist appreciation. This next one is a cassette tape that I bought off Bandcamp, because I've been following this musician for years now, and I enjoy the work that he does. The content that he puts out, his music is spectacular. But I want to promote, I don't know what to say. I want to just show you guys Frankie Fox. This is a local musician here in LA who actually we went to the same high school. He was actually a senior while I was a freshman. I not saying we're friends or anything, but I was seeing him around school. I knew he was in the jazz uh, band that we had at the high school, but this guy I would say this guy is really talented, and his stuff is killer for me at least. This was $4 on Bandcamp. Great stuff. He put this one out, I think, last month. But this is great. And, of course, got the sticker here, Frankie Fox. He originally had another group called Frankie Flowers. And I think before that he went by a different name. But he goes now by Frankie Fox. And great music. I think you guys would dig this. But, again, this is not jazz related. Although he did play jazz bass back in high school. And I believe he's an engineer or something, but he is great, does good, sort of like his music is more, I guess, pop oriented, psych pop, or I think in one of the tags that he put on Bandcamp is like art pop, which I don't even know what that means, but anyways, yeah, this is the last one for this video. That's it. That's all I have to say. Thanks so much again. If you guys stuck this far, truly appreciate it as always. Yeah, we'll be doing a vinyl finds video sometime this week, next week, with maybe some footage of me going outside. Who knows? But for now, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Would appreciate it. But yeah, hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.